Thanks for taking a few minutes to learn about this very timely and lucrative opportunity. So many people are hesitant to review information like this because they figure it's going to be all hype, but it's just not the case. What I want to do is give you a simple overview of exactly who we are, a little about our company, our products, the markets that those products address, how our business works, and most important, in very simple terms, how you can take a little of your time on a consistent basis and totally change your future. Whether your interest is in adding an extra $200, $2,000, or even $20,000 a month to your cash flow, we can show you exactly how to get that done. What I'm talking about is a new opportunity by the name of Greenway Formula 7. Now, I realize that not everyone is looking for an opportunity. Some simply want information about our all-natural products. What I'm going to do is give you a quick overview of both with a focus on the business. Give me about 20 minutes here, and you should be able to easily determine exactly where you fit. Before I get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Dean Nunneley. I've been a custom home builder and developer in Tulsa, Oklahoma now for over 30 years, and I seriously love what I do. The thing I don't love is having to do it. It would be so much more enjoyable if I could treat it like a hobby. Now, like so many of you, I have a very busy schedule, but I recognized years ago that home building would never give me what I really wanted, and that's financial security. It's true that I've made over $1 million in the last 10 years doing things on the side, but how much I've made is not the story. The real story is the fact that you can do it too. By being efficient and squeezing out a little time, I've averaged over $100,000 a year, and I've got to say, for me anyway, that extra $100,000 has come in incredibly handy. Don't get me wrong, I realize money isn't everything, but as I said, it does come in handy. Maybe you've come to the same conclusion about what you're doing, and you'd like to finally take control of your financial future. Tell me this, have you ever seriously considered if what you're doing will get you where you want to go? Maybe pay for the kids' college education, get out of debt, do some traveling, or maybe even fire your boss. Even if you're at the top of your game and a total success at what you do, will it ever deliver those things that you really want, including the free time to enjoy what you've accomplished? What if you could create an income that was passive, an income that continued to come in for years after you'd done the work, like an annuity? Would you look at next Monday morning in a different light? I'm here to tell you that is within reach. The name of our company is Greenway Formula 7, and we may just be your answer. Let me start by identifying the three most common types of income. First is the one that most of us recognize, linear income. That income derived from trading time for money. Most people I know work a linear income, but what I've determined over the years is that there just aren't enough hours in a month to trade for the kind of income that I'm looking for. Next is leveraged income. A small percentage of people work for a leveraged income. It's simply leveraging the efforts of others. It's the main reason business owners are even in business. Very few people realize the benefits of leverage. And last is residual. Only a handful of people receive residual income. Residual income is that money that comes in whether you work or not. A couple examples would be, say those who receive royalties on a song they've written, or maybe invented something and get a small piece each time something sells. It's the kind of income most of us would love, but have no idea how to create. Well, check out your odds. 95% of people work for linear income, and they trade their time for money. 3% have leverage, and 2% enjoy residual income. What this simply says is that 5% of the population controls 95% of the wealth, and on any day, 95% of the population hands their money over to the 5%. Greenway gives anyone who is willing to do a few simple activities consistently the opportunity to participate as one of the 5%ers. After a few years of trading time for money, I realized that what I really wanted was what I considered to be the perfect business. A business that would not only pay my bills, but do it without all the headaches, do it without all the employee problems, without having to make a huge investment or go back to school. Something I could do part-time around my busy schedule, and something that would allow me the time to enjoy my success. In my search at the time, the only business model that promised the entire list was network marketing. There really is logic to why networking works. It simply cuts out the middleman and pays the distributor instead. I've made a lot of money in networking over the years, and to be real honest, I like it. But what intrigues me about Greenway is that it goes way beyond networking. It does have similar benefits, that is, leverage and residual income, but in addition, Greenway offers products that have real markets, not just to distributors. A person could actually make a nice living simply gathering commercial accounts. For those who are wondering if this is MLM, it is not. It's much more. There are two sides to our business. For those whose focus would be to gather commercial accounts, that opportunity is huge. For those wishing to create a leveraged and residual income, that's accomplished by building a team. See, we actually are in the sifting business. We simply tell it as it is and determine if there's a fit. There are basically 5 key elements when considering a business. The company. You've got to have a strong company. Timing. It's always easier to build a business if you position yourself in front of a trend. Products. The product has to be high quality and priced right. And most important, your product has to enjoy a huge, growing market. Compensation. That's pretty obvious. You want to know that there is money from top to bottom and a good plan for a brand new person in addition to someone who got involved early. And last, training and support. Most people will need some help and some support. So let's talk just a little about each of these. Tony Ingle is not only our COO, but also the developer of our products. Tony was convinced to start this business after years of using a product that he developed specifically for dust mites. The product was so effective that he decided to share it with others. After many of those field tested the product on other pests, he realized it was effective on a whole array of bugs, and it only made sense to bring it out commercially. Tony does have years of experience and success in this type of business, and he's in it for the right reason, helping others live a more chemical-free life and giving them a chance to live their dreams. As far as the strength of our company, we've only been around now since August of 2012, and we're already showing a profit. With the incredible response we're getting already, there is every reason to believe that we'll be around for years. Now for timing, I think most would agree that many are discouraged with their work situation. As a matter of fact, polls say that something like 70% of us hate our job. Many are tired of working paycheck to paycheck while their purchasing power is shrinking. And some, who would appear to be secure, actually do worry about corporate downsizing and layoffs. So I think you can see the timing is perfect. Okay, let's spend just a little time here on our product line and see if you agree with me that we have not only a very unique product, but a product that addresses massive, growing markets. I just talked about our COO, Tony Ingle, and rather than me describing our products, no one does it better, so allow me to share a recent interview with Tony Ingle.
My name is Tony Ingle. I am the founder and developer of the products and also our CEO of the corporation. Actually, I developed this product over 14 years ago to control dust mites in my own home for a child who was born with some chronic lung disease and breathing issues. I was fully aware that dust mites were the leading cause of children under the age of 12 to come down with asthma. And I knew from experience that dust mites were definitely accumulated in the beds more so than anywhere else. I realized after doing extensive research that clove oil was actually an essential oil that had been proven and tested by many actual universities throughout the United States and proven time after time very effective on dust mites. So I went in search of a biochemist, and he and I formulated this product together over 14 years ago. Dust mites, unlike the insects we're going to talk about here in a few minutes, actually cannot be seen by the naked eye. They're microscopic. Fortunately for me, the biochemist had a microscopic camcorder, and we were able to video dust mites being killed. And that was the proof that I needed personally to take this product home and start using it in my own home. It wasn't until I decided to bring this product to market that I got asked over and over and over, well, how does it work on bed bugs? And in my mind, bed bugs were a myth. That was simply something my grandfather told me, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. I really didn't know we had a bed bug problem in the world, or much less in the United States. So I started doing more research after I was asked time after time how it worked on bed bugs. And believe it or not, I was floored by how huge the problem is, not just in the United States, but in the world with bed bugs. I was also really surprised that our government allowed extermination companies and so forth to dump 700,000 tons of DDT from the years of 1940 to 1970, thinking they wiped out the bed bug problem. Unfortunately, in the 90s, bed bugs resurfaced, and they're coming back with alarming numbers. So my curiosity was up, how would the product work on bed bugs? And I simply went out to what I would call a flea bag motel and found some bed bugs and actually was able to spray them with my product and kill them. So then we thought, well, let's get it tested. Who's going to believe Tony Ingle? So we sent our product to Oklahoma State University Entomology Department and had it tested at the beginning on bed bugs and ticks and proved our product 100% effective with a 100% mortality rate. While these tests were going on, we had distributors and ourselves and numerous people actually out doing what I call field testing and spraying the product on different insects like scorpions and spiders and roaches and ticks and fleas and grasshoppers, you name it, any pesky creature that comes in our homes and bothers us or gets on our animals and bothers them, it was effective on. At that point, we formulated the company and actually started Greenway Formula 7 in August of last year, 2012. We've had great numbers our very first year and now have over 1,100 distributors throughout the United States. That's still not very many people. There's only a handful of people in each and every city doing a little bit of work, but yet this handful of people can actually create thousands of dollars monthly in volume just because of the demand for the products. So let's talk about the products. We actually manufacture and market 7 different products. Our bed bug, all natural, non-toxic, no chemicals, controls and eliminates bed bugs completely, 100% with a 100% mortality rate. It has a great residual effect to it. We currently have housing authorities, apartment complexes, cruise lines, airlines, taxi cab services, rental car services, homeowners, just everybody you can imagine utilizing our all-natural bed bug solution because of the effectiveness and the proven credibility behind the product. We have extermination companies across America using this product now because customers are asking for green products. So we have our bed bug solution that we came out with that could stand on its own, and everyone in this business could make money simply off of that one product. Our next product would be our tick and flea spray. You know, most of you understand that the top-selling tick and flea repellents in the market today are products like Frontline and BioSpot and Advantix. The label tells you to wear gloves, apply it down the back of the pet's neck, don't let your children play with the pet for several days and so forth, because that actually gets into their bloodstream. So when the ticks and mosquitoes and fleas and different things bite the animal, they die from sucking poisonous blood. What these companies don't tell you is that by poisoning your dog's blood, you're actually taking years off their life, sometimes 3 to 5 years. Then we have our bug repellent, which is one of my favorites. I know a lot of us like to go outdoors, so I wanted to come up with a product that was all natural, 100% safe, no toxins, no chemicals that would repel mosquitoes and ticks and fleas and chiggers and everything. And we did that with success with our outdoor bug repellent. So now I feel great about taking a product to market that children can use and different people can use and maybe, you know, save some type of disease or cancer that they may receive later down the road. Our next product is our livestock spray. Our livestock spray simply is for people who want to keep mosquitoes and lice, ticks and corn flies and you name it, anything off of their show stock or their livestock in general. And we do have a lot of girls who barrel race here in Oklahoma that are using our product and just love it because it does keep the flies off the horses. The horses aren't standing around shimmering all the time trying to shake the flies off. And the people who walk by say, man, your horse sure smells good. We have cattle ranchers across America now starting to lean towards our product for their insect repellent. It's just a great product. It's a great alternative. Our next product is our head lice product. Our head lice product is another one of my favorites. 160 million children a year come down with head lice in our school systems in America. They're all sent home with a subscription to Rid. And we have an alternative that simply will kill the head lice and eggs in their hair within 15 to 30 minutes, comb it out, rinse their hair out, send them right back to class. Our household product is simply to replace your exterminator from coming in and spraying toxic chemicals in your home. This product is so safe I can spray it in my mouth, but yet it's deadly to insects. Just a great way to replace your exterminator so you don't have to put bombs in your house or have toxic chemicals sprayed throughout your home. Our last product is brand new to us. Several of our distributors who like to hunt had realized that when they were wearing the bug repellent that the deer simply just seemed to walk right up to them. So we came out with a new deer lure. So that's all 7 of our products. All of them are child and pet safe. They're 100% natural, no toxins, no chemicals. We are registered with the EPA under Title 25B. We are exempt through the minimum risk pesticide program, and you guys are open for business in any state in the United States to carry these products and know and realize that you're marketing a 100% natural, all safe product, and that's my passion, to rid this country of all the chemicals and all the toxins and maybe leave the world a little better place than I came into it.
I think you can probably see why I say that all the important pieces are in place. Let me take a few minutes now and explain how we make money and see if I can pull it all together. There are several ways we create income. If your goal and personality lean towards simply selling massive amounts of products to commercial accounts, we have a place for you. You would basically make a 15% override on all your sales. That's both your initial sale and recurring sales. Just think of all the hotels, apartment complexes, and pest control companies just waiting for someone to help them out with their problem. Or organizations who would love to be able to raise some money with something of real value instead of another box of popcorn. There's also a market for those who would feel more comfortable simply selling retail to individuals. For those of you who think that's a fit, although the sales numbers would be smaller, your commissions would be closer to 40%. But I say, let's build a team. There are only 24 hours in a day. Why not leverage yourself? Sell your low-hanging fruit, make your 15 to 40% depending on who you sell to, then involve others to do the same and make an override on their low-hanging fruit. Now you're on the road to creating leverage, and because your customers will continue to spray for pests, a residual income. So here it is, commercial accounts, retail accounts, and overrides on 10 levels of team members and their accounts. So let's get to what I promised, a simple explanation of what we need to do. This example will give you the answers to what you really want to know. 1. Exactly what do I do? 2. How much time will it take me? And 3. How much will I make? With the answer to those 3 questions, you can easily determine if you would like to know more. So tell me this, if everything you've heard so far is true, don't you agree that if you told 20 people about this opportunity, that at least one would see it and get serious? Do you have time in that busy schedule of yours to contact one person a day? If you were to do that, you would find one serious person per month. Month 1, there would be 2 of you, you and the new person. Month 2 would be 4, month 3 would be 8, and on and on. Now at the end of 3 or 4 months, you might be thinking, is this ever going to pay off? But hang on for another few months, because at the end of 1 year, if each of those people did only $100 of business per month, your residual income would be over $10,000 a month. So my question is simple. Would you make one call a day, 5 days a week for a year, for an extra $5,000 or $10,000 a month? If the answer is yes, then we need to talk. On the other hand, if your answer is no, you're simply one of the 19. You might want to purchase some product, but it's not my job to sell you. My goal is to locate those who see a fit, not try to make people fit. Hopefully, you can see why we think this is the right opportunity and the right time. In a nutshell, we have a unique, hybrid business plan with both retail and commercial applications, the opportunity to create leveraged and residual income with an all-natural, lab-tested product addressing huge, growing markets, and no competition. Last but not least is training and support. I'm not going to go into our training and support, but I will say this. You will never fail in our business due to the unavailability of training and support. Now you're probably wondering just how much it costs to get involved. You'll be pleased to know that getting started with Greenway Formula 7 does not take your life savings. You'll receive a variety of products in sample sizes, a value of over $230, get 3 different websites to support any and all of your activities, and you can get involved for only $199. So what's the right decision? Well, again, let's make this simple by looking at the pros and the cons. As for the pros, you can own your own business with very little risk, enjoy unlimited potential, time freedom, flexibility, tax advantages, and more. As for the cons, it'll take a small investment and a little of your time. So let me wrap up by pointing out that if you are not a natural athlete, you don't know how to sing, and you don't have a couple $100,000 laying around to start a traditional business, but you're willing to do a few simple activities on a consistent basis, you honestly can live the life that you dream of. It's totally in your control. Thanks so much for your time.